Hey friends, it's Miss Hoffman. Today we are going to be drawing fall trees using warm colors, cool colors, and neutral colors. So we've learned our color groups. We know the warm colors are the colors that look hot, like red, orange, and yellow. The cool colors are colors that look cool, like blues, purples, and greens. For this particular picture, we just need blue. And our neutral colors are colors that don't look warm, they don't look cold, they're just kind of in the middle, which are colors like browns, blacks, whites, tans, grays. All right, now we're gonna start by drawing a fall tree. Now you need to do this with a pencil first. We always do with pencil first, that way if we mess up we can erase. Miss Hoffman's just gonna do it straight with a marker, which is probably not the greatest idea, but I'm afraid that if I don't, you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So if I mess up, I just mess up, guys. So you need to do it with a pencil first, and you can go back over it with a marker or a crayon or whatever you're using to color. Now, to start off my fall tree, I'm gonna leave a little bit at the bottom for the ground. We'll go back in and put the ground in a minute. And if you have a blue piece of paper at home, it would be great to do all these steps on a light blue piece of paper so you don't have to go back in and color in the whole background, but Miss Hoffman does not have one right now, so we're gonna do it on a white piece of paper and color the background. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up 2 lines so it looks like a big number 11, okay? Now after I go up like this, now I'm going to go out a little bit at the bottom, out a little bit at the bottom to make the roots, okay? I'm gonna bring it back in, bring it back in. Now yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine, because do all trees look exactly alike? No, they don't, but we're just gonna keep it pretty simple and draw a pretty simple fall tree today. So if you wanna follow my steps and make it just like mine, you can, or if you wanna change it up a little bit, you can. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a line going out this way and a line going out this way. If you've drawn trees with me in class before, a lot of times I call that a Y tree because it looks like a big letter Y stretching out from the top of the tree. That's gonna give us a good start for our tree branches. So it's gonna go out this way and out this way. Okay, then we're gonna bring it back in and bring it back in so it looks like a letter Y. Now I can go through and add little branches off of this. So I might want a branch right here. I might want a branch right here. I might want a branch right here. Maybe a little skinny branch coming off of that. So as you can see, I can put branches anywhere I want. Now we're not gonna have a lot of branches coming off of the trunk here. Sometimes you do see some branches coming off the trunk, but we're mostly gonna keep it up at the top. All right, now put your branches wherever you want them. They can be skinny or thicker. They can be kind of like an organic line where it's a little bit more curved and natural looking, or they can be straight. You can do a straight line out, that way you can put a bird's nest up in your tree, whatever you want. Now once you get to the point where you think you have enough branches or twigs coming off wherever you want, then you can go back in and color this. Now you can color this with a crayon, you can color this with a marker, whatever you want. I'm gonna go through and just go ahead and color it with my brown marker since I have a brown marker in my hand, okay? Now as I'm coloring, I'm gonna try to color in the same direction. Okay, going in the same direction that I've drawn, that way you don't have a lot of streaks. Sometimes when my friends color, they color in all different directions, back and forth, side to side, crisscross, and unless you are doing that to add some texture, like if you're doing a bird's nest and you want to add some texture, it's a good idea to color going in the same direction, that way it leaves a nice smooth look to your drawing and your coloring, so it doesn't leave a bunch of little texture lines behind. All right, now I'm about done almost coloring the top of my tree. When I do get done, I can add extra twigs if I think it looks like it needs a little bit more. We'll look and see. Got a little line in my table there. I can go back in and add more twigs. I can look and see if it needs a couple more branches. If it looks a little bare in areas, I can make that decision. Okay. So If I move too fast for you, if you're still coloring the tree trunk, go ahead and pause me here until you're done. But I'm ready to move on. What I'm gonna do next is, again, look at it and see if there's anywhere that I want to, missed a couple over here, anywhere I want to add some extra twigs. So I think I want to add a few more here. Just to give it a little bit more of a realistic tree look. Okay, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now, if you want a very realistic looking tree, I have a fall painting tutorial on my YouTube station where it shows you, I think I have it right here, where it shows you step by step how to paint a fairly realistic looking fall tree with a cool texture. For this one, we're gonna keep it pretty simple, and we're just going to give it a pretty simple drawn top. Now you can do this with your pencil first. I'm gonna go ahead and do it with my crayon so you can see the line. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start about right here at the top. I'm gonna go out, almost like I'm drawing a cloud around the top of the tree. All the way around, kind of like rainbow arches. Shaped like rainbow arches all the way around the top. You see that? How it kind of looks like rainbow arches all the way around the top? Now, all along this top part, I'm gonna take turns coloring it orange, yellow, and I can press hard if I want it to be a dark value of a yellow, and light if I want it to be light to transfer into another color. And then red. I'm checking my crayon to make sure it's not one of those sneaky reds. This one says red, not red violet. If you pick red violet, it kind of looks like a pink. And then I would continue to color the top of the tree until it's completely colored in red, yellow, and orange. We want it to be those warm colors. Now, I've had friends when we do the fall drawings before ask me if it's okay to use some green up there too. Of course it is, because sometimes in the fall we still have a lot of green mixed in with our warm colors, but remember that green is a cool color, but you can use it. Then down here at the bottom, we're going to draw a line right here, okay, to look like the ground, and we can just lightly color this in orange or yellow or red, or maybe we want to mix it like we have at the top of the tree to have all different colors down here. And it's gonna make it look like all the leaves are down there, like they're ready to be jumped in. If any of you ever raked the leaves in your yard and then jumped in them, it's so much fun. Okay, and then you can go back over that and make sure there's no white spots, make sure it's nice and colored in. Good. And when we're completely done, we can go back in with our blue crayon and we can just lightly color in the background. If you want to draw some hills first behind the tree to put in that detail, you can. If you want to just color it in solid blue, you can too. So we learned how to draw a tree. We used our warm colors to do the top of the tree, our warm colors on the ground, and we're using a cool color in the background for the sky. I hope you had fun drawing these trees. Bye, guys.